Yo, Adam Saxton here with Guy in a Cube, and in this video we are going to look at how you can sign up for Power BI. Stay tuned. If you're finding us for the first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the videos from both Patrick and myself. And with that, let's take a look at how to sign up for Power BI. We're going back to the basics, starting from the very beginning. How do we actually sign up for Power BI to get started with it? And we're going to look through the different steps that are required for doing this. There are different scenarios that may come into play depending on how you're actually trying to sign up. And so we're going to answer all those questions. The first thing that you need to do is make sure that you have a corporate email address. So this can't be something like Hotmail or Gmail or something like that. It's got to actually be a work email. Once you have that work email, what you're going to do next is head over to powerbi.com. And when you get to powerbi.com, in the upper right, you're going to see sign up free. We like free. It's going to show you by default to start with Power BI Desktop. What we can do is if we scroll down, you'll see Power BI, Cloud Collaboration and Sharing. We can try free right there. When we go and select that, this is going to redirect me to the sign up flow. This is part of the Office 365 sign up. And as a result, when we go and sign up, it will create or look for an actual tenant or organization that already exists. If it doesn't exist, it will create one under the covers. And there are two separate experiences here in terms of what you're going to see. One is if you sign up with an account that's never been part of the Microsoft infrastructure, or the other is going to be for an account that you already have existing in an actual tenant or organization inside of Office 365. So let's take a look at someone coming in that's never touched Microsoft services before and see what happens. So we can go ahead and enter in the email address. And once we have that email address typed in, we can go and do a sign up. It's going to ask me for a phone number. And then it's going to ask me to verify that. And we'll hit sign up after we verified we are not a robot. And it's going to ask us for some information. One of the things here is going to be the country or region that you're a part of. This is an important selection if you've never created a tenant before, because this will define your home region for Power BI. I'll link to a video here that explains what that is, but just be aware that that is what's going to happen. Let's continue. So I'm going to pick United States because that's where I am. And then I'm going to hit start. And this will actually go ahead and create your account, and it will create the tenant under the hoods. We have the option to invite more people if we want. In this case, I'm going to skip it. And now it's actually preparing Power BI with inside of your new tenant. This account has never touched Microsoft service, so it's actually creating that tenant under the hood. So this is your organization, also referred to as a tenant. Those two words are interchangeable. This is where your account's going to be stored, and then we get to Power BI, and we're in. The other option would be if you already had an existing account in your tenant already, and then go through that sign up process as well. It would just let you know, hey, we know who you are already, and we're just going to assign the Power BI free license to you, at which point you can get into Power BI. So it's a slightly different experience, but it's basically the same thing. You sign up with that email address, and then you're into Power BI. It's that easy. All right, what if there is an existing tenant or organization and your administrator has blocked the viral signup or the ad hoc signup, which just allows you to sign up as a user and get that Power BI free license assigned to you? This is what it'll look like. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're back at powerbi.com. We're going to go to sign up free. Same thing as before. We're going to do try free. And now we're going to enter in that email address for an existing user in my organization. So they already exist. The account exists. They just want to start using Power BI free and get to creating awesome reports. So let's go ahead and type in their email address. We'll do sign up. And this was the experience I was mentioning before. If you already have an account, it's going to say, look, we already know that you have an account. So let's continue. We'll go ahead and sign in. Say yes. And then it will give me a message saying that it's sorry, it can't continue, and that the IT department has turned off sign up for Power BI. So this means that they've blocked the ability for you to actually sign up on your own for Power BI. You will need to go contact your IT administrator to be sure to get a license assigned to you, so that you can use Power BI. So if you ever see this message, that is what's happening, and you'll need to talk to them to get it sorted out. Have you had trouble signing up for Power BI? If so, leave it down in the comments below and let me know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, smash it if you so desire. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. And as always, from both Patrick and myself, thank you so much for watching. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.